1, 2, 3, 4. Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor, testing. Hello, test. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. This is Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. Good evening, a little later this evening for our broadcast for the K2 Heroes, Kilo 2 Heroes, celebrating the healthcare workers, doctors, nurses, EMTs, and police and firemen who have supported so vigorously all those that are looking to improve themselves. Let's get on the radio and see what we can hear. Is the frequency in use? This is Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor, K2 Hotel Special Event Station. CQ calling CQ calling CQ, all radio amateurs. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. CQ calling CQ calling CQ. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. K2H, stroke SUF, honoring the heroes fighting COVID-19. QRZ.
On 185, please QSY.
Roger, thought the frequency wasn't in use. Thank you very much.
Thank you for moving, WN4WDE. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. How's my audio sound to you? Go ahead.
You got great audio.
Oh, thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Enjoy the net. Thanks so very much, sir. Is the frequency in use? This is Kilo 2 Heroes, Kilo 2 Heroes. CQ calling CQ calling CQ, all amateur radio operators. This is a special event station, Kilo 2 Heroes, K2H stroke SUF, representing Suffolk County. CQ calling CQ calling CQ, Kilo 2 Heroes stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. CQ calling CQ calling CQ calling CQ, all radio amateurs. This is Kilo 2 Hotel, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Kilo 2 Hotel, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, QRZ. CQ calling CQ calling CQ, all radio amateurs. This is a special event station honoring the doctors, nurses, and healthcare workers, EMT and police. K2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, representing Suffolk County, Long Island, New York. CQ calling CQ calling CQ. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, listening. CQ calling CQ calling CQ. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. CQ calling CQ calling CQ. Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, all radio amateurs. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, K28 stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Kilo 2 Heroes stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, all radio amateurs. This is Kilo 2 Hotel, K28 stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Whiskey 8, Romeo, Charlie, Mike.
Well, Roger, thank you. Very good evening to you. I thought perhaps I was just going to talk to myself this evening. Thank you so very much for coming in and saying thank you to those very special people that are on the front lines. I really appreciate it. My name is Peter, Pop Echo, Tango, Echo, Romeo, Peter. I'm located in Long Island, New York, about 45 miles east of New York City. And this is a special event. I'm with Suffolk County, Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, one of 62 counties, saying thank you to the doctors and nurses and healthcare workers. Your name, your location. Go ahead.
The name is Rick, Romeo, and Charlie Kilo, and we're just outside of Lansing, Michigan, over.
Roger, Rick, got a very nice signal. You're definitely about 10, 12 over 9. I'm testing out some new equipment. How does my signal sound? How's my audio sound to you, Rick? Go ahead.
Great. You're coming in here 20 over. I'm just trying to figure out exactly where you are. I've got you just off of 7198. Just a little bit higher.
Roger. Yeah, I'm at 7198.300. And, yeah, my location, of course, is Long Island, New York. Yeah, you're coming up to about 15 over 9, Rick. Got a nice signal. What kind of equipment do you have there? Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. You know, it's funny. I just put up about maybe 5 years ago. I have not been active in a while. And it's one of these, I think, I may get it wrong, but it's a high gain AV18VS or something like that. And I hated going outside and keep changing trying to tune the coil there a little bit. So I figured out a way actually how to put a 4-to-1 balun in between there, and it works like a charm. So that's what's outside. You got about 8 radios on there, and I'm talking to you on an Icon 746 Pro. And one here.
Well, surprise, Rick. Hope you turned it over to me. Fantastic. That's the spirit of amateur radio. Keep experimenting, tinkering until it really works out. Well, that's great. I really am glad you're set that up because you're really sounding good. A little bit of QSB, but not too bad. I'm running a Flex 6400M here, Flex 6400M, and I'm using a rotatable antenna made by JK Antennas called the JK401. Back to you, Rick. And again, man, I don't know if you want to say anything at all for posterity, thanking those workers on the front lines of COVID-19. Whiskey 8, Romeo, Charlie, Mike. This is Kilo 2 Hotel, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
My hat's off to these guys who are working hard to keep this safe. Anyway, we'll do the best to you and
Roger, Rick, thanks a lot. I really appreciate the time. Thank you so much for saying hats off. That's for sure. That's the least we can say. And thank you for taking the time to really make a contact with me and saying thank you to those very tireless workers on the front line. 73s, Rick. Yeah, QSB is kind of getting us a little bit, but we'll hang in there. 73s to you, sir. QRZ. This is Special Event Station, Long Island, New York, representing Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot listening.
K2HU, this is Kilo Alpha 8, Golf Juliet, Charlie.
Roger, thank you. Nice signal hint to Long Island, New York. The name is Peter, Pop Echo, Tango, Echo, Romeo, Kilo 8, Kilo Alpha 8, Golf Juliet, Charlie. Hope I got that right. Your name and location. Go ahead.
You did get it right, Peter. Name here is Tim, Tango, India, Mike. I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina. I'm on a wire dipole with an old Sunfuck Argosy radio, putting out an X pounding 40 watts. QSL.
Oh, man, I'll tell you something. I just put my hand to my head and said 40 watts. Goodness gracious. Doing a fantastic job, Tim. Thanks a lot for checking in. Would you like to make any comments regarding those heroes on the front lines? Go ahead.
Absolutely. Hats off to those guys. I don't know how they do it. Not only are they risking their lives, but there's a constant barrage of naysayers they have to put up with. So my hat's off to every one of them. QSL.
Oh, that's a big QSL. And I understand the naysayers. This is a very, it can be controversial. A lot of people have a lot of opinions on exactly how we're doing it. Are we doing it right, wrong, and differently? But all we know is we have to follow, the guidelines of what the federal government is telling us, and then we'll figure it out later on. Thanks a lot, Tim, and good gracious, you're doing fantastic with your 40 watts. I didn't get the antenna that you're running. What kind of antenna do you have there, Tim?
I'm on a resonant dipole. Just a piece of wire on top of the house. It's not even straight. One half is like an inverted V, and the other half has about a 45-degree dog-leg bend in it. But some nights it works, QSL.
No, QSL. Your story is getting better and better. You bet. We're going to put you into Ripley's Believe It or Not. Good work, Tim. Tonight it's working. Thanks so much for making contact with the special event station. We can't thank you enough. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform, Foxtrot listening.
Kilowatt, Whiskey, Quebec, K4, KWQ.
K4, KWQ. Got a bunch of stations there. Thank you so much. I think your name is Tim also. 2 Tims in a row, and I think you're in Michigan. Correct me if I'm wrong. Go ahead, Tim.
Yep, there you go. Yep, I couldn't resist, so I said, how about 2 Tims in a row? So there you go. Yep, name is Tim. I'm over in Jackson, Michigan, and I'm also running a Flex 6400. And I had one question for you. Have you calibrated that receiver, or are you just off to 200 cycles?
Oh, listen, I'm not right. I'm going to look at 7198.300. What can I do to correct it, Tim? Go ahead.
Okay, I was wondering. I got you at 7198.200, so it's just kind of unusual for special event station to be a couple hundred cycles off frequency there from the main channel. Not really off frequency, but yeah, there you go. But hey, that's pretty good enough. Well, you're 5 and 9 here, by the way, and I'm also running a Flex 6400 with just a dipole here, running about let me see, about 600 watts here. So just kind of rolling along, running a HF Auto and a Ameritron 811H here on a dipole. So that's about it there. And I didn't quite catch the call again. Give me the call one more time.
Roger. Well, first of all, thank you. I can't say that I've had 2 Tims in a row in a long time. And, sometimes you hear a name and it reminds you of someone that you were very close to. I got very close to another Tim in the amateur radio business on the satellite side, and what a wonderful guy. So every time I hear the name Tim, I smile. Yeah, as you well know, we've got a 6400 here, and your audio sounds very, very good. Hope I'm doing a good job as well. And yeah, the reason why I'm, quote, off frequency is I guess this is where I could find a spot. There was a lot of QRM a couple of cycles down, but what you going to do? So our station is K2H, Kilo 2 Hotel, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. The SUF represents my county, which is Suffolk County, and we have 62 counties in the state, and we're thanking all the healthcare workers in the state of New York initially, then everybody else everywhere else. But SUF is the county for Suffolk County, Tim. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're real good. Well, yeah, K2H stroke SUF, real good. Well, sounding real good here. Audio sounds really good. And I couldn't help but to listen to you when I heard you say it. Just kind of, my ears kind of perked up when I heard you say something about a Flex 6400. I got mine, ordered it in December, and I got it at the end of January. And I'll tell you what, I love the radio. It's a fabulous piece of equipment. And I just like it a lot. And running a Hio PR40 on it right now. And and we just make it happen there. Over.
Well, yeah. First of all, the PR40 is a great mic to mate it with. I'm using an INRAD mic here, the desk mic, only because I'm streaming through Twitch TV. If you want to take a look at it, or anybody does, I'm on Twitch TV with my call sign. The home call sign, Tim, is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Now, tell me, there's a lot of things that we like about the Flex. What is the thing that you feel in your mind is like the number one reason why you love the Flex, Tim? Go ahead.
Well, you look down there in about the fourth box down underneath your control that says, what do you call that button? The one that takes all the noise out of your receiver. That's just a fabulous one. Right beside the filter button and right of noise blanker and reduction and the ANF, that first little button right above there, that mine's setting on about 36, and I can just knock every kind of noise out of the way from mine. And the receiver is fabulous here, Tim. I don't know if I caught your name there, over.
Okay, yeah, it's Peter. Thank you. Papa Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Well, you hit it on the head. That's one of the big strong points for me. And by the way, I'm also set at 36 too, so we must be listening to the same specialists. Yeah, I really love the noise floor, how quiet it is, and I'm able to hear signals like you are that sometimes are in the noise. So it's a real special radio. Like it a lot. I really do. I had one problem, Tim, chasing RFI that was coming out of the Flex. It seemed like the Flex was producing a little bit more RFI than my standard ICOM or Kenwoods. But I fixed that, and with some nice braiding and close-in support for the rod. But other than that, it's been a phenomenal receiver. So good luck with it, and enjoy the heck out of it. It sure sounds fantastic. Over to you, Tim, for a final. Thanks for checking in with me. K4KWQ. This is Kilo 2H stroke SUF.
Yeah, okay, real good, Peter. Yeah, sounding great too. Yeah, you got great audio, and it's working very, very well. And you're almost 10 over 9 that last transmission there. So yeah, good evening to you, and enjoy your special event. And I guess what do I got to do to get a special event card there from you?
Good question. Thank you for that. Very, very good. We'd love to give you one. Okay, there's the special event station is on QRZ, and that's K2H, K2 Hotel in the QRZ page. And starting in June, a couple of weeks, we'll have all the certificates ready. All you have to do is put your call sign in there, and you could download a real pretty certificate, a real keeper, for an event that I hope will never, ever happen again. Does that make pretty good sense to you, Tim? Go ahead.
Hey, there you go, Peter. Yeah, sounds really great. Okay, well, good deal. Sounds like a plan. So, all right, well, we'll say 7-3s, and nice to meet up with you, and nice to work you also. I'll let you get on with the contest there. So 7-3s from K4KWQ in Jackson, Michigan. I'll be listening there, Peter.
Roger, thank you. I've always said it, in my business, the people in the Midwest were like the best to deal with, straight shooters, and you knew always where things were at. Tim, thanks a lot. Appreciate that a lot. Yep, this is Special Event Station, QSO style. We want to say hello to everybody and make them aware of what's going on with the healthcare workers. This is Kilo 2 Hotel, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot listening. There's a Kilo Golf 4 with a Delta. Go ahead.
Kilo 4, Hotel Uniform Yankee.
Kilo 4, got too many K's there. Kilo 4, Hotel, I think with the Yankee. Go ahead.
Kilo 4, Hotel United Yankee.
Roger that. Thank you so much for repeating that. Yeah, had a little bit of noise going in there, but it worked out good. Kilo 4, Hotel Uniform Yankee. Thanks so very much for contacting the special event station, honoring those on the front lines. I think your name is Jared in North Carolina. Correct me if I'm wrong, and any comments you'd like to make regarding those folks that are on the front lines every day. Go ahead, over to you, sir.
Yeah, no, appreciate what you're doing, and yeah, I heard you calling on there, I heard a couple of QSOs, and if you don't mind, what's the call sign again? I got the K2H, I didn't get the rest of it.
My pleasure, Jared. Yeah, so K2H stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. That's the add-on meaning Suffolk County, SUF. QSL?
Yeah, QSL. Appreciate what you're doing. And, yeah, we appreciate the support for sure. And, you know what? Hopefully it's to normal. But I'll go ahead and let you go. And thanks for coming back to me. 7-3,
Oh, thank you so much, Jarrett. Yep, you said the words very appropriately. We hope we get back to normal, and we sure will. States, 45 states now are opening up slowly but surely. Certainly, we still have to be careful. There's a lot of new infections out there, people carrying, but as long as we're careful and we don't have too many issues going into it, we'll be okay. Thanks a lot, Jarrett. QRZ. Thank you for saying thank you to one of the heroes fighting COVID-19. K2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot listening.
Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Echo Charlie.
Roger, big signal, Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Echo Charlie. Thank you so very much. A very good evening to you. Thanks so much for supporting the special event station, honoring those that are out there on the front lines. And when we say out there, yes, the nurses, the doctors, the EMTs, the police, they're certainly on the immediate front line. But those that are in the butcher shops, those that are serving us dinners at the restaurants, those are also heroes as well, working while we're sheltering in place for the most part. Hey, I think your name is Greg, and I think you're in Indiana. Correct me if I'm wrong. Over to you, sir.
No, you're absolutely right, Peter. Thanks for running the event station. We can't say enough about the people that are on the front lines taking care of all of our sick. Without them, I don't know where we would be in this country. So my hat's off to them. We can't thank them enough. But you have a beautiful signal coming here in Indiana. You're 5'9" plus 20 here in Indiana. Over.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that. I've been testing out some new equipment, some new amplifiers, and glad that's happening. You're also very solid, wonderful audio, about 15 over here into Long Island, New York. And thank you so much. Yep, we don't know where we'd be without them. They're going to work every day. They're suiting up, and they're going to war. Not bullets, but bad germs. And they are our heroes, and we can't thank them enough. And our word is getting out. I'm streaming this. I'm one of the few amateur radio operators that have the opportunity to stream this to the public. So many, many people out there that do not have access to equipment, Greg, are listening to it. And I got an email from a nurse 2 days ago that said, a friend of mine said to me, why don't you listen to what these guys are doing? These are amateur radio operators. And she stood back and said, what do they do? And we said, well, we're a service, and we're saying thank you. And she didn't feel so good. But after she heard a couple of thank yous from people, she said, hey, it's nice to hear that. So thank you, Greg, for adding to the list. 73s, be well, good health. And any final comments, you're more than welcome to add on to. KC9YEC, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Yeah, Rob, that's Peter. It's my pleasure making a contact with you. Thanks again for running the event station. You guys got a beautiful signal, and all I'll say is bless you and bless all of our frontline workers. And with that, I'll let you make some more contacts. I hope you make a bunch. Back to you, Kilo 2 Hotel, Sugar Uniform Fox from Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee Echo Charlie, 73s, Peter.
Greg, wonderful words. Thank you so much for those blessings. They will be passed on to those folks that are exhausted every single day. I don't think a lot of them are not having dinner. They just double shift and they go to sleep and they wake up again. Just incredible. I think there's a November 0 that was calling. Go ahead.
November 0, Mike Papa Delta, St. Louis.
Hey, November 0, Mike Papa Delta, St. Louis. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much for making contact with the special event station K2H, stroke SUF. Have your name here as Adrian in Manchester. Correct me if I'm wrong. Over to you, sir.
Yes, sir, I am. This is Adrian. I am a retired police officer. I just retired about a month ago after 30 years. Definitely it's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. And I do appreciate that and that, too.
Oh, Adrian, thanks so much. And yes, by your call sign suffix, there you go with the PD. Adrian, thank you so much for all your years of service and saying that someone has to do it. And unfortunately, people like yourself have special powers. They really do. Normal people, they can't just get up every day, put on their bulletproof vests, and get ready to do battle. And that's what these nurses, doctors, EMTs, anyone at all out there that's dealing with the public. I was at a big box store this afternoon, and those folks, they're put under a lot of pressure. They see hundreds of people a day, and who knows who may be carrying something and may not be perhaps protecting themselves as they should. So hats off to them. They're phenomenal people. Adrian, thank you so much for making contact with us. We really appreciate it, and especially saying thank you to those heroes fighting COVID-19. Over to you for any final comments to you, Adrian. Go ahead.
thank you so much. I do appreciate the comeback. They're coming in here loud and clear. And again, it's a tough job. There's going to be a lot of people out there that do it thankless job that people out there do. You take care of yourself, and hats off to you. Take care.
Adrian, thank you, and that's a good comment. Thankless job, and that's clearly the little effort we're putting out, saying thank you to all those folks that are out there, and we really do hope. I package my small streams to these folks, and hopefully they get a little bit of relief and a little smile on their face. Thanks so much, really appreciate it, Adrian. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot at your service. The name is Peter. QRZ. The Kilo Charlie 9 again, go ahead.
Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee, Quebec, Juliet.
Roger, thank you. Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee, Quebec, Juliet. Very good evening to you. Welcome aboard. Thanks so much for making contact with us. Either it's Steve or Steven, and I think you're in Muncie, Indiana. Over to you, sir.
Yes, sir. I just heard the Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee, Echo Charlie. I knew the band was up to getting to you. It really does make a difference when you see all of the support around them, all the smiles on their faces. It's great.
Stephen, thank you, and really wonderful work. I believe you mentioned you're working in a hospital, so I do hope that our words and our thoughts resonate with everyone. Hopefully I can get you again for a final because a little bit of QSB is taking you out, but thank you so much for taking the time to say thank you. Over to you for a final, Stephen.
Sure thing, Alex. Again, thank you for what you're doing. I'd like to get to the other stations there. Thanks.
Stephen, thank you very, very much. We appreciate our thoughtful thoughts. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. I think I heard a Kilo 6 in the rumble over there. I think I heard a Kilo 6. Go ahead. Yeah, I did, but it faded away. A lot of QSB. Let's try it again. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. Yeah, losing some signals, but we'll try. CQ calling, CQ calling, CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Special Event Station, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. Kilo 6, Sugar Victor United, I believe. Kilo 6, Sugar Victor United. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you can hear me. You've got a nice, you got about a 5 and 5 signal. Not sure I got the call right. I have it as Kilo 6, Sierra Charlie United. Correct me if I'm wrong. Over to you, sir. Kilo 6, once again, couldn't get the call. A little bit of QSB on your signal. Kilo 6, back to you. Could you give me your call again? Roger, I think I got it that time. Kilo 6, is that correct? Kilo 6. Kilo 6, let me get that. Delta X-Ray United. Kilo 6, I believe. It's Delta X-Ray United. Let me just clear that. Hold on. Roger, thank you. Kilo 6, Kilo 6, Delta X-Ray United. Is that a QSL on the call? Roger, thank you very much. You're in the log from Templeton, California. Thank you so much for making contact with the Special Event Station. Thanks for taking the time to repeat your call. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. The station with November, Quebec, please.
Sierra Papa 5, India, November, Quebec.
Roger, thank you. Very, very good. Sierra Papa 5, India, November, Quebec. Hey, that's a nice call from the hometown of my wife in Poland. Thanks so much. Give me your name and your exact location. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Sierra Papa 5, India, November, Quebec, 590, copy. Name is Zenek, Zulu, Echo, November, Echo, Kilo, Zenek. I'm on a countryside 80 kilometers southeast from Warsaw, in a small village named Sobolev. Sierra Oscar Bravo Oscar Lima Echo Whiskey. Beautiful copy. Enjoy the evening. Enjoy the DX. Keep healthy and safe. Kilo 2 Hotel. Sierra Papa 5 India November Quebec.
Roger, Zenon, very nice signal. 5 and 9 signal. 5 and 9, sir. Sierra Papa 5, India, November, Quebec. Thank you so much for your location. Sloblu in Poland, I appreciate that much. And even though my beam is off you a bit, I'm facing west, and you're there about north and east. So real well done, real well done. Congratulations. Thanks so much for making contact with the special event station, Kilo 2 Hero, Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. 73s to you, sir. Das Vidania, enjoy the day and good health to you as well. Thank you. 73s.
That's welcome to the stateside. That's the reason that I'm hitting to your side. 7 Bye-bye.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much for those words. 73s. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. QRZ again, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Roger, yeah, I think I'm now picking up Europe here. I got a Radio Kilo 6, go ahead. Is that Radio Kilo 6 Alpha? Go ahead. Roger, and it is Radio Romeo Kilo 6 Alpha. Do I have the call right? Nice call. Thank you so much. Radio Kilo 6 America. I think your name is Nicolay. Nicolay, am I right on that? Go ahead. Roger, thank you. 5 and 7, Nick. 5 and 7, QSL. Thank you so much. Good luck, good health. Thank you so much. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Italy, Victor 3, Radio Japan Tango.
Radio Japan Tango. Big signal. You're definitely 10 over 9, even though my beam is not even close to you. Thank you so much, sir. Italy, Victor 3, Romeo Juliet Tango, 510, 10 over 9 signal. Your name and your location. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, Roger. Good evening to you. Andres Luca Lima, United States of America. U20 over S9, booming signal. And location is 2 kilometers near the Slovenia border, about 100 kilometers in the northeast Venice. This is the situation. I will 380 Luca for you, and again your calls, sorry.
Thank you, Luca. By the way, congratulations on ARRL DXCC honor roll. Well, very well done, Luca. Thank you. So your signal is 10 over 9. Great signal. Thanks so much for making contact with the special event station, Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Thank you so much. 73s and Bona Fortuna and Ciao Ciao to you. 73s to you, Luca.
Thank you to you. Good activation. Bye-bye. 73, ciao.
Ciao Ciao to you. Good health. QRZ, the Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Roger, thank you. Boy, I'll tell you, a lot of European stations, and my beam is way off. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Thank you so much. Very good evening to you. I think your name is Charles, and I think you're in Hamilton, Ontario, if I'm not mistaken. Over to you, sir.
QSL, that's correct. We're over here in beautiful Hamilton, Ontario. And whereabouts are you, sir?
Yes, I'm located in Long Island, New York. Long Island, New York, about 45 miles east of New York City. So Long Island, New York, 45 east of New York City. Over to you.
QSL, yeah, we're not too far over there. And I got great signal on you, sir. I got 5 block. So very good audio. Good signal over here in Hamilton, Ontario.
Thank you so much, Chuck. I really appreciate that. Your signal as well, 10 over 9, and also ditto to you on the audio. Well, thanks so much for making contact with the special event station, and we'd like to say every time a contact is made, we're saying thank you to someone on the front lines. Chuck, 73s to you. Over to you for your final, sir.
Show my support.
Thank you, Chuck. Yep, they're doing a job that very few people can do. All these people on the front lines. Thank you so much, and thank you for your thanks to us as well. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot.
K6AER in New Mexico.
In New Mexico, AER. I think it's K6AER, but correct me if I'm wrong. Over to you.
Yes, it is. The name is Mike. You're 10 over 9 here, and just wanted to say hi. And thank you for getting on the air. K6AER.
Oh, good signal. 15 over 9 here at times, Mike. Thanks so much. Beautiful signal from Tularosa, New Mexico, I believe. And thank you so much for taking the time to say thank you to those heroes fighting COVID-19. And compliments to your QRZ page. Beautiful sunset, I believe, with a very nice beam antenna on there. Nice job, Mike. Any final comments? Over to you, sir.
Yeah, it's just a 4-element stepper at 110 feet. Anyhow, very good. You sound great out here. The little bit of lightning activity out here in the Midwest, so we're kind of chasing around that. Anyhow, 73, and good luck there and making more contacts. K6AER.
Very well. Thanks, Mike. Thank you so much for the time. Thanks for the compliments. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot.
Victor Echo 3, Denmark Ocean Uniform.
The Denmark Ocean Uniform. Back with your call, sir.
Victor Echo 3, Denmark Ocean Uniform. Name is Peter, and you're 59 plus.
Roger, Peter. Well, back to you with a Peter as well. That's my name, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Thank you so much, Peter. You're 10 over 9 here in Long Island, New York. Again, you know the name is Peter. And thank you so much for stopping in and saying thank you to those heroes fighting COVID-19. Any comments you'd like to make? My pleasure. Over to you, sir. VE3, Denmark Oscar Uniform. Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform, Foxtrot. Over to you, Peter.
I would certainly like to thank you for bringing the light where I want the spotlight on those heroes, because they really are. All the very best to you and your family. Stay safe and healthy.
We will. We will. Most importantly, we're going to keep a positive mental attitude about this. And this is being brought to you by the Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club. A few of the key people on the special event team thought, what the heck? We hear horns honking and balloons, and let's try something on amateur radio where we say thank you. And thank you for saying thank you to those people on the front lines. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. Roger, thank you. A lot of stations in there. Kilo, Kilowatt 4, Mike Juliet, nice signal. The name here is Peter, Pop Echo, Tango Echo, Romeo. I think it's Michael or Mike, and I think you're in good old Louisville. Correct me if I'm wrong, sir. Over to you.
Yes, sir. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, a mile south of Churchill Downs, and just to let you know, my little sister works at a nursing home that has a wing devoted to COVID patients, so she's right on the front lines.
She certainly is. Those people in nursing homes, they're taking an extra dose of danger. There's more bullets flying their way than any other facility that I know of. Would you please be kind enough, Michael, to give me the first name of your little sister? I'd like to shout out to her. Go ahead.
Okay, her first name is Tracy, and I have another sister, Blake Renat, who works at a protection company, and they've got masks and gloves and gowns, and both of them is kind of in the same boat, but one of them's on the front line, and one of them just helps supply the stuff that they need.
Well, they're all supporting what we're doing, trying to get out of this quickly as we can. So to Tracy, thank you so very much for your effort, being a warrior in this war that we're fighting, and hopefully we're getting through it sooner than later. Michael, thanks so much. It's extra special when I talk with someone that has got the DNA of nursing and frontline workers. Michael, thank you so much for making this a very nice broadcast. Over to you for a final, Michael.
Okay, well, the name is her name, but no big deal. Hey, thanks for doing the net. I'm glad that somebody recognizes these people, because she just got tested the other day and it was false, so hopefully she keeps up. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for doing what you're doing, and you sound great here in Kentucky.
Well, thank you. Was her name other than Tracy? Was it Tracy, and what was the other sister's name? Go ahead.
Okay, the one name was Teresa, Teresa, T-H-E-R-E-S-A, and the other sister was named Judy. no big deal, but you know what? I'll let them know that they got a shout out on amateur radio.
You bet. Teresa and Judy, thanks so much. Yeah, a little bit of QSB. My apologies, Michael. But Teresa and Judy, thank you very much for all you're giving us to make our lives easier and safer. 73s to you, Michael. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate the time. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. There's a station, Hotel Florida. Hotel Florida, go ahead. Roger, stations. I need to go QRT. There's some things that I need to do. So tomorrow I will be back on the air, and we will have a full run of this. My apologies for going QRT so quickly, but I need to do that. And thank you so much for understanding. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot, going QRT, but we'll be back. Thank you so much for your support. 73s to everybody.
Yeah, good night, Pete, from Norway 2 Tango X-Ray, and it was an HH2 calling you. Good night, Pete.
Oh, my pleasure. November 2 Tango X-Ray. Yeah, I heard them, but got to go. Thanks a lot, guy. Take care. It's Jim, right?
That's Mike here.
Oh, Mike Anderson, right. Mike, thanks so much for your support, and thanks for all the great information you put on Facebook. I really enjoy it.
Well, okay, I'll let you go. We'll catch up. There's a long week coming here. Be good, Pete. You're doing a great job. November 2 Tango X-Ray.
Thank you, Mike. You got a great signal here into Long Island. Thanks, Mike. I miss you. Really do. Me and Tom and the group. Thanks so much. 73s. Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, QRT. Thanks, Mike.
Yep, good. Tell me a big hug for me. HH2 Alpha, you're very strong up here on the East Coast, okay?
What was the call sign of Peter?
Yeah, I'm sorry. My call is Norway 2, Tokyo X-Ray, November 2 Tango X-Ray, alright?
No, Peter's call sign.
Yeah, HH2. I'm here for a moment. I'll take your call and put you into the log. Give me your call. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot.
Okay, this is Whiskey 1 Charlie Radio, and I'm located in South Texas. Name is Chris. Charlie Hotel Romeo India Sierra.
Roger, Chris. Well, thank you very, very much, and thank you for taking the time to say thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. 73s, Chris, and have a very good evening. We'll catch you again soon. 73s.
Okay, your call sign again?
It's Kilo 2 Hotel, stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot.
Okay, there we go. Thank you very much, Peter. Thank you.
73s. Okay, K2H, stroke SUF, QRT.
November Hotel Charlie.